Hi, welcome to Ashok Kumar channel Physics. Today we are going to discuss another topic in the refraction of light. So, how do you get the images when a light travels from rarer to denser, and how do you get the images when a light ray travels from denser to rarer? Already we have framed the rules. When light ray travels from rarer to denser, then it bends towards the normal and angle of incidence is greater than angle of refraction and the deviation angle is I minus r. Suppose if light ray is traveling from denser to rarer and the rules are it is bending away from the normal from the original direction and angle of incidence is less than angle of refraction and the deviation angle is r minus I. So with these rules, how do you get the images? Okay, say whenever you are getting the images, those images we will get from either reflected rays or because of the refracted rays. If a light ray is refracted, how do you get the images? Refracted means bending. So if it is bending towards the normal, how you are going to get the images? If it is bending away from the normal, how you are going to get the images? See, suppose if we see, if a light ray is traveling from rarer to denser, as it has to travel from rarer to denser, where you need to place the object. So we need to place the object in the rarer medium and the observer must be in the denser medium. So then light travels from object to observer. This is the rule of light, basic property of light. Light always travel from object to observer. So that means object must be placed in the denser medium, observer must be in the rarer medium. So as we are saying rarer to denser, that means object is in the rarer medium and observer is in the denser medium. Okay, so then how do you get the image? Suppose if there are two mediums, there is an interface which is dividing a rarer medium and a denser medium. Suppose if you are having a rarer medium here, so let us assume rarer medium refractive index is mu1. Always assume rarer medium refractive index as mu1 and a denser medium refractive index as mu2 so that you are not going to confuse. Denser medium and the refractive index of denser medium I am considering as mu2. So here light is traveling from rarer to denser. So as it is traveling from rarer to denser, where I need to keep the object in the denser medium or in the rarer medium. So light has to travel from object to observer. So I need to place the object in the rarer medium. So then the light will travel from rarer to denser. So light can travel in any direction in the straight line. So I can take the light is traveling in this direction from rarer to denser. So that means here the incident ray is in the direction of the normal, as already we have seen. So when you are incidenting in the direction of the normal, then deviation does not takes place. It continues its original path. So this is one refracted ray that actually it is not refracted. So it is continuing its original direction. So from the object, this is the object, a point object. From the object, if you take another incident ray at an angle to the normal, so I am taking another incident ray in a straight line. Light has to travel in a straight line in the ray optics. So this is another incident ray. So this one is said to be the point of incidence. At the point of incidence, you need to draw the normal because the light is going to bend towards the normal as it is moving from rarer to denser. Normal is nothing but a perpendicular drawn to the interface at the point of incidence. Okay, so this must be the original direction. If there is no medium change, it must be the original direction. But there is a medium property changes, then it is going to refract. That means how it refracts when light travels from rarer to denser. Already we have seen in the previous class, it is traveling from rarer to denser, then it is going to bend towards the normal. This is the normal, which is n dash we are taking. This is the normal. and this is said to be the refracted ray. This is one refracted ray in the denser medium. This is another refracted ray in the denser medium. So where they are going to meet, that is said to be the image position. But if you see these refracted rays, they cannot meet really because it is traveling in this direction and it is traveling in the vertically downward direction. So they cannot meet, then extend them in the backward direction. If you extend them in the backward direction, see whether they are going to meet in the backward direction or not. So extend this refracted ray in the backward direction and this refracted ray also in the backward direction. Yes, they are going to meet. So that means you are going to get the image of this object here. If there is an observer in the denser medium, then for the observer, the object looks like it is far from the original position. So if the observer is in the denser medium, then image appears here, which is far than the original position. Okay. But if an object is in the rarer medium and observer is in the denser medium, so then for the observer, object looks like it is far from the real position. So that is you can take suppose if you are under the water and if you see a person outside the water, then person look like he is taller than original. So he is the real height of the person. If you observe from the denser medium, observer is in the denser medium, then if you observe, then this is the height of the person you are going to look like, you are going to see. Okay. So if you are observer in the denser medium, then a person looks like taller than the original. This is how images forms when an object is in the rarer medium and observer is in the denser medium. And this is the real object and this one is said to be the real distance. Object to the interface, this is said to be the real distance. This is the rarer medium I am writing here, having refractive index mu1. So this is the real object. From the interface to the real object, this is said to be the real distance. And from the interface to the image, this is said to be the appeared distance. Image is appeared here. So as it is the appeared image, this is said to be the apparent distance, appeared distance. And you can find out this appeared distance in terms of the real distance mu1 and mu2 because those are the known values. Real distance is the known value. So medium refractive indexes are known values. So then you can find out the unknown value, how much it is appeared from the interface. Then you can find out that appeared distance as, here appeared distance is more than the real distance. Then you can find out this one as mu2 by mu1 into real distance. You can find out this one. You can measure that appeared distance, how much it is going to appear from the interface. So then if the rarer medium is air, for air refractive index is 1. So rarer medium is mu1, if that is air, mu1 is 1. And if the denser medium refractive index, if you take that one as mu, then it is mu into RD. If the rarer medium is air and the denser medium is having refractive index mu, then you are going to get apparent distance as mu into RD. And how much it is shifted from the real position? Shift, that is appeared image is shifting from the real position, that is said to be apparent shift. So this is said to be the shift, apparent shift. How much is the shift? So you are going to get the shift from the total appeared image apparent distance minus real distance. Then you are going to get the shift, apparent shift, which is apparent distance minus real distance. Then apparent distance already you are having, the apparent distance is mu2 by mu1 into real distance minus real distance. So in these two, real distance is common. If you take the real distance as common, So then you are going to get this one as mu2 by mu1 minus 1. If the error medium is air again, a special condition, if the error medium is air, and then you are going to get the shift as, then shift is going to get as a real distance into, and the denser medium is having refractive index mu, and the rarer medium is having refractive index 1, because the rarer medium we are considering as air. For air, mu is 1. Then you are going to get this one as Rd into mu minus 1. This is the shift. How much shift you are going to get when light ray is traveling from rarer to denser. Okay, this is how you are going to get the image. So you need to remember, if object is in the rarer medium, observer is in the denser medium, objects looks like far from the original position for the observer. So it is shifted away from the original position. It looks like. Okay. Then now we are going to, so this is rarer to denser. You can take a snapshot for this one, rarer to denser, how the images are going to get. So if you know the ray diagrams, just if you draw the ray diagrams, then you can get the image. So here any concept we are going to explain from the ray diagram only. If you know the ray diagram, you can explain on your own. No need to by heart this one. Okay, this is from rarer to denser. And next, how do you get the image when light ray travels from denser to rarer? Denser to rarer also, it is going to refract. As it is refracted, how do you get the image? Because images forms because of the reflected rays or the refracted rays. Now we are seeing when light ray is traveling from denser to rarer. So as it is traveling from denser to rarer, where we need to place the object? We need to place the object in the denser medium. Light ray has to travel from denser to rarer. So object must be in the denser medium and observer must be in the rarer medium, which is opposite to the previous one. So now, as the same case we are taking here, so this one is said to be the rarer medium. Take here, this is the rarer medium having whatever it is. Rarer medium having refractive index mu1. So here is a denser medium having refractive index mu2. So now object must be in the denser medium. So if you take the object here in the denser medium, then light ray travels from object to observer. Observer is in the rarer medium. From object to light ray travels in a straight line. I will take one straight line of the incident ray in this direction of normal. If a light ray is moving in the direction of the normal, then it does not deviate, it continues its original path. This is the refracted ray in the rarer medium. Next, another incident ray if you take at an angle to the normal, then this is said to be the normal. So light ray is traveling from denser to rarer, then it is going to bend away from the normal from the original direction. This must be the original direction, then it is going to bend away from the normal from the original direction. So this is the refracted ray. So now if you see this refracted ray and this refracted ray cannot meet, they are taking diverse. Diverse means they are separated. So then extend them in the backward direction, extend this one in the backward direction and this one in the backward direction. You are going to get the image here. This is the image point. So that means you are seeing this object here when you are observing from the rarer medium. Suppose if you place a coin in the denser medium. So now coin acts as object. You are in the rarer medium. That means you are in the air. You are observing from the air. Coin is in the denser medium. Then how the coin look like? So coin look like as it is coming towards you. As it is coming towards you, it appears in big size. If the objects are coming towards the eye, then appeared in big size. That's why the coin appeared in big size when you place under the water. Okay. So this is the image. This is the real object. As it is a real object, from the interface to the real object, that is said to be the real distance. From the interface to the appeared image, this is the appeared image. This is said to be the apparent distance. From the real position, how much it is shifted. This is said to be the shift. So here, apparent distance is less than real distance. But in the previous case, apparent distance is greater than real distance. So how much it is going to shift from the interface, that is said to be the apparent distance. So here apparent distance you are going to get as which is mu1 by mu2 into RD, where mu1 is the refractive index of the rarer medium and mu2 is the refractive index of the denser medium. They are looking like same. When light ray is traveling from rarer to denser also, you are getting the same apparent distance, but their apparent distance is mu2 by mu1, but here apparent distance is mu1 by mu2. And real distance, sorry, what, not the real distance, if rarer medium is air, rarer medium refractive index is 1, then you are going to get apparent distance, this is 1, and if you assume this one mu2 as mu, then you are going to get apparent distance. If the rarer medium is air, then you are going to get this one as 1 by mu into RD. Okay, there you are going to get, when light ray is traveling from rarer to denser, there you are going to get apparent distance as mu into RD. So then shift, here the shift is, in the previous case it is apparent distance minus real distance, but here this is real distance minus apparent distance, because real distance is greater. So you are going to get as the real distance minus apparent distance. Then shift is, real distance is the known value and apparent distance you can write as mu1 by mu2 into real distance. So then how much it is shifted from the original position? So that is real distance is common here. If the real distance is common, then it is 1 minus mu1 by mu2. Again, the special case, if the rarer medium is air, then mu1 is 1, then you are going to get the shift as real distance into 1 minus 1 by mu. So this is the shift when the rarer medium is air, and this is the generalized formula if the rarer medium is not air, if any other rarer medium is there. So this is how you are going to get the image. So how do you get the image when the object is in the denser medium? So it looks like it is coming towards the observer. It is coming nearer to the observer. As the objects are coming nearer to the observer, then they looks like in big size. If any object is coming towards you, they appeared in big size. Okay, that's why the objects which are placed in the denser medium appeared in big size. Okay, this is denser to rarer. You can take a snapshot for this one. So here also we are explaining only with the ray diagrams. If you know the ray diagrams, you can explain on your own by the simple sentences. You can explain anything. So based on this one, you are having so many applications in the daily life. What are the applications? Okay, so denser to rarer. You may ask the question. There is a question for you, very important question. So why do the lemon which is placed in a transparent glass of water appeared in big size? Why do the lemon which is placed in a transparent glass of water appeared in big size than the original? Okay, for that one we are explaining with the ray diagrams only. This is a transparent glass of water. If you assume transparent glass of water, so there is a water inside a glass. This is a transparent glass, not a silver glass, not a gold glass. This is a transparent glass. There is a water inside transparent glass. If you place a lemon here, and you are observing from the rarer medium. Suppose if you are observing from here, so then the rays, a refracted ray will coming towards your eye. So actually this is the object, there is the observer. Object is placed in what? Object is placed in water means it is in the denser medium. Observer means observer is in the air, that is in the rarer medium. So then light travels from object to observer, that is from denser to rarer, water to air, that is denser to rarer. If I take an incident ray in this direction, object to observer, then it is traveling from denser to rarer. So as it is traveling from denser to rarer, how it is going to deviate? It is going to deviate away from the normal. Denser to rarer, the rule is it is going to deviate away from the normal, from the original direction. This is the original direction. from the original direction, it is going to deviate away from the normal. So this is the refracted ray. This refracted ray is going to reach the observer. Now if you take another incident ray from the object in this direction, there may be any direction of the incident rays. There are so many incident rays will move from the object. I am taking another incident ray in this direction. It does not deviate because it is incidenting in the direction of the normal. Then it continues its original path. So now these two are the refracted rays. They cannot meet really because it is diverging from this one. It is taking diverse, separate. So then extend them in the backward direction. This refracted ray extend in the backward direction and this refracted ray extend in the backward direction. Then there you are going to get the image of this one here. You are going to get the image of lemon here. So that means it is coming towards the observer. So it is at far distance from the observer. So if you take the distance from the observer, it is at far distance. Now it is at less distance compared to this one. So as the distance decreases, what happens? The objects appeared in big size. So it is coming towards the observer because the light ray is traveling from denser to rarer and it is coming towards the observer. As the image is coming towards the observer, it appeared in big size than the original position. That's why the lemon appeared in big size, which is placed in a transparent glass of water. Okay. And next, you can explain the same one for another type of example. That means if you take a pencil in a transparent glass of water, half of the pencil is in the air, half of the pencil is in the water. So if you place a pencil like that, there is a pencil, half of the pencil is placed inside the water and half of the pencil is placed outside the water. Okay. Then what happens? You are seeing from here, as you are seeing from observer is here. Then the rays from this part of the pencil, this is in the rarer medium, observer is also in the rarer medium, there is no refraction. This part appears same. But what happens to this part? Now this part is in the water, which is in the denser medium. So then rays coming from the object will travel towards the observer. As it is traveling towards the observer, what happens? As we have seen, they are shifting towards the eye. So this part is going to shift towards the eye. So this is going to shift like this. This part of the pencil is going to shift towards the observer. As it is shifting towards the observer, it appeared in big size and you are going to get confused as it has broken. You can see the pencil which is placed, some part of the pencil is placed inside the water, the pencil is going to bend. Now if you see, so this is the outside part of the pencil. And this is the image you can see inside the part of inside water. This image of the pencil you are going to see. So as you have seen, it appeared as it has broken, but that has not broken. So it is an illusion for your eye because it is shifting towards the eye. So that is appeared in big size. So this is also an example for if a light ray is traveling from denser to rarer. So and you can explain for that is why do the stars appear twinkling. For that one, we will take light rays traveling from rarer to denser. So if you take light rays traveling from rarer to denser, so I am rubbing them. Suppose here is a star and there is an observer on the ground. Okay, so from the star, light is coming towards the observer. So here you are having the atmosphere. Atmosphere is denser, and from star to atmosphere there is some vacuum is created. Vacuum is said to be the rarer medium compared to the atmosphere. That means light is traveling from vacuum to atmosphere. That is from rarer to denser. As light is traveling from rarer to denser, then it is going to bend. How it is going to bend? Rarer to denser. It is going to bend towards the normal. Suppose if you take a light ray from the star, so it is going to bend towards the normal. Suppose if it is the normal, it is going to bend towards the normal. Again, as the light ray is coming towards the earth surface, the density of the atmosphere increases. Again, it is traveling from rarer to denser. It is going to bend towards the normal. Again, it is going to bend towards the normal. Always it is going to bend towards the normal and the apparent position of the star. So this is the refracted ray here. So because of this refracted ray, if you take another light ray from the star in this direction, it does not deviate, it continues its original path. So then for the observer, where do the position of the star appears? At first, because of this refracted ray, where do you get the position of the star? If you extend this refracted ray in the backward direction and this refracted ray in the backward direction, then you will get the position of the star here. So you are going to get the position of the star. As the star is moving away from the original position, it appeared in small size. If it is coming towards the observer, it appeared in big size. If it is moving away from the observer, then it appears in small size. And again, because of this refracted ray, where you are going to get the image? Because of this refracted ray, you are going to get the image of the star here. So that means the apparent position of the star continuously changes and the atmosphere is not always constant. The layers of the atmosphere are interchanged. So they are going to interchange. As they are going to interchange, the position of the star is also always moving. As it is moving, it is appeared as a twinkling. The star is here. The images you are getting some one side at some time the position of the star here, at some time position of the star here. So that there is a fluctuations in the position of the star. As the star is fluctuating from the original position, then it appears as a twinkling. But the originally star is not going to twinkle. That is also a refraction. You can write the answer for this one. Because of the atmosphere, the continuous refractions are taking place. As the continuous refractions are taking place, continuous change in the apparent positions of the star appears for the observer. So that's why it appears as a twinkling, but the stars really does not twinkle. Okay, so these are the some real life application. This is for rarer to denser. Okay, so why do the stars appear twinkling? This is for rarer to denser. Sometimes layers, atmospheric layers are interchanged. So as the layer is here, after some time, atmosphere is not constant, the layer is going to interchange. Okay. So this is how you are going to get the images in the real life because of the refraction. Okay. Thank you for this class. Hope you have understood this one. In the next class, we are going to explain about the total internal reflection. So reflection is caused by the opaque objects, but here transparent mediums are also causing reflection. When do transparent mediums reflect the light? That is what we are going to see in the next class. Thank you. You have understood. I hope you have understood this class. Bye.